Todo spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. To spoon. To spoon. You from Fonjema, Maryland, to spoon. To spoon. If you eat kepan, gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. To spoon. You wanna get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, 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 kilibamba. What I want? Yes, man, you back today.
Spoon TV.
Yes, man, you back today.
Spoon TV. Spoon
Ba-da-ba-de-ba-de-ba. Skiddy-biddy-bee-da-ba-do.
Spoon TV. Spoon entertainment.
Kuwa. Bese kuwa, kudileo. Kudileo.
Todo spoon to get your information. Todo spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station. Spoon television.
Yes, I. A special one from the CEO, Stan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
Todo spoon to get your information.
That's what they have here.
Oh God, why you first taking me that way, bro? Why you first taking me that way, bro? Why you first taking me, bro? Oh God. Why you first taking me, bro? Why you first taking me, bro? I can see I see my brother just trying to be like this. Just a few meters away from the Catholic Junction, and we're talking about 13.70 acres of land. So we've been able to walk the entire stretch from the
That's what they have here.
Oh, God, be done. Oh, God, why you first taking me that way, bro? Why you first taking me that way, bro? Why you first taking me, bro? Oh, God. Why you first taking me, bro? Why you first taking me, bro?
Just a few meters away from the Catholic Junction, and we're talking about 13.70 acres of land. So we've been able to walk the entire stretch from the bridge to Catholic Junction leading to the Catholic Hospital all the way to the beach. That is the length of this property, the property that folks are to be evicted from. So you're talking about an entire community of people. Let me just give you the description again. So if you know Liberia well, if you come to Catholic Junction, you just coming towards the Catholic Hospital, there is a small bridge. From that bridge all the way to the beach, that is the length of the property. So this cannot be shown here. It is not being square. Even the property is not.
Honorable Koba. Mr. Minister, would you approach the podium and address yourself to the honorable members concerned, started from leadership to the plenary, that Liberians cannot be spectators in your own economy? Is that as a slogan? It's an actual, in fact. So please address yourself to the concerns. The members will remain in their seats. Photographers and journalists can move about quietly.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, members of the Honorable Deputy Speaker, members of the Legislature. It's indeed an honor to be invited here, particularly for such a critical part of my responsibilities. Your interest in championing this vital issue is vital and critical to my performance and how we turn our economy around in a more sustainable and impactful way. I was indeed elated to receive your invitation and Honorable Hassan Musa Bello's concerns as it preempted an intended communication to this honorable body that we were developing as soon as the budgetary process began. The issues transcends politics, and I look forward to a productive engagement. All of our intentions and mandate begin with capacity. Capacity of the Liberian private sector to deliver and supply goods and services, and the capacity of the government to enforce. Today, the Ministry of Commerce and Industry is structured around our four cardinal departments: Administration, Commerce and Trade, Industry, Small Business Administration. Each department is tasked with distinct yet interrelated responsibilities that collectively aim to foster a conducive business environment, to promote trade and facilitate industrial development, and particularly to support the expansion of our small and medium enterprises. The significance of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry in Liberia's economic framework cannot be overstated. It is at the forefront of efforts to diversify our economy, reduce dependency on imports, and increase export capacity, thereby laying the groundwork for sustainable development and wealth creation in a very proactive and decentralized manner. The Ministry's initiatives and programs are aligned with the broader objectives of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, the African Union's Agenda 2063, and the new administration's Arrest Agenda, reflecting Liberia's commitment to inclusive growth and socio-economic development. At the core of our broad agenda rests our obligation and mandate to empower Liberians to lead our growth and enjoy prosperity with legacy impact that is for generations. Beyond implementing programs targeting Liberian enterprises, which I will particularly speak on, I reassure you that we're implementing rigorous general actions to develop the business environment with particular emphasis on Liberian enterprises. Just to name a few, we will shortly be launching a free informal sector business registration initiative aimed at formalizing petty traders and small businesses, thereby integrating them into the formal economy, opening up access to financing and markets. Through this process, we'll formalize them, give them team numbers, provide basic business development training, and prepare them to harness financing opportunities. One of the standout areas that we will contribute significantly to is the reviving the growth of small and medium enterprises and to be able to harness opportunities provided by the procurement law. Two, we're building capacity and training. The Ministry of Commerce has already initiated efforts to conduct numerous training programs and workshops targeting small and medium enterprises, Liberian enterprises. These initiatives will cover a wide range of topics, including financial literacy, green business development, marketing, digital transformation, digital economy, business planning, aiming at boosting competitiveness and sustainable small Liberian enterprises. We fully intend to champion the procurement law by engaging the PPCC as well as the private sector. We have begun doing so in all our engagements. This must not only be a policy implementation agenda, but a concerted efforts bordering the obligations from all of us. Recently, one of our agendas is to support industrialization in this process. We recently visited and toured the industrial park. It was saddening to see that the majority of the businesses at the industrial park were foreign homes. Out of there, we came back with a couple of initiatives, and we approached them with three main agendas. One, ensuring that they improve the quality of the products that they are producing, and ensuring that the prices we sell them on the local market are competitive and reasonable for our people. Two, we have engaged all of them, and as part of all our engagements with the larger private sector, to ensure that they establish horizontal structures in their business models to ensure that Liberian enterprises are part of the model, be it to supplying their needs, their inputs for their production, or also distributing the products. And many of them have concerted to this agenda. In fact, for example, Simeco has agreed to establish that horizontal structure immediately, beginning of training Liberians in block making, in pavement blocks making, and empowering our youth around enclaves of business establishments, for example, setting up distribution network where
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you.
Okay, so Spoon gonna tell you what's happening in Liberia, what's happening in the ministries, the agencies. Yes, this is where we get to talk about the training national issues. I'd like to say welcome to all of you across the world. Thanks for joining us tonight on the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. We're back on your radio. We're live across the Spoon network, Spoon 107.5 FM. We're live on Fabric 101.1 and Super 95.5 FM. Thanks to the partner radio stations across the country that are always relaying the program as well. Yes, and we want to say welcome to our folks online. We're live on YouTube, Spoon Talk Live. We're live on Facebook, Spoon TV, Fabric TV, and Super TV. It's good to be here tonight. I'd like to say welcome to everyone. Let me go across and bring in the rest of the team. And I see our sister Shirley Snee is already here. Let me bring her on. Shirley, welcome to the show. It's good to have you on tonight. I think
I'm
you're
on
muted.
mute. Thank you. I was actually watching past Prophet Key or Key, whatever they call him, and he said he had a dream about the president, and it's funny. He said he dreamed about the president. The president was sticking on him. He was just sticking on me.
And
So
the president said you want to let him go.
yeah, president didn't want to let and he's like, I don't know why people think I'm supposed to let the president go. I voted him in power. So and he had a dream about the leader of the war band or whatever band. So there's shame and disgrace coming for him,
Oh
according
wow.
to Prophet Key.
Like,
So
like the prophet is dreaming nowadays.
prophet is dreaming, you know, but that's what the prophet's supposed to be doing. So he's working in his position.
Yeah, and that's very interesting. I watched that. I think a day or two ago, and I couldn't hold back. You know, I
That's
just
so
kept laughing.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a good one. It's good to see you. It's been a while since we last had you on, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Hoping that we can have a great show.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I mean, you dig into my sleep time. So, chat, no complaining tonight, Nelson. We are gonna dig into your sleep time too. Okay, it's 9:24. So
9:24. Wow.
yes.
It's 2:24 at my end here. 2:24 a.m.
So we'll keep you up all morning. We'll all have to tire it together.
So let me bring Francis on. I see Francis is all set. Francis, welcome to the show, man. It's good to have you on tonight. You want to unmute?
Yeah, guys. Morning to our people in Liberia. Morning to you guys. Shelly said 9:24. It's 10:24 on my side. My man was up by this time. I'll be wrapping up, but we're just starting. Making talk.
Yeah, make it to. But we actually gonna wrap things up as soon as possible.
See here live.
We are. No, but Shelly. Okay, listen.
I want that spoon talk. You and the CEO, you wanted to leave at all. You're just on there. So you and the CEO, you're all up tonight. You are gonna tire with us.
So okay. So Francis, do you want to tire tonight?
No, man. I got night shift.
Francis got a night shift to do. How
you gonna throw me on the bus like that? I ain't like it. Oh,
when I young man wake up, I gotta be there.
You guys are divided.
Francis
has his night shift to run, and you want
to have the main thing.
Maybe
no, I think it's the main thing because there's two men and just me. You know, yes, I'm playing a female card, right? See, I mean, like seriously. 3, but let's see whose side Alfred will be on.
Ami is gonna come on. Maybe Ami will rescue you.
Yes.
Marie or Maggie will rescue you.
Somebody need to.
Guys.
Come on, sister. All right. Come on, sisters.
I want to say welcome, man. Alfred Konowa, thanks for joining us tonight. Alfred, are you here? You are muted.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
The Lee Kuan Yew connection here.
Hello, can you hear me?
We gotta look at it.
Everybody been asking for Lee Kuan Yew. Lane like Bob been asking for Lee
Kuan Yew. But it's good to have you on tonight,
Hello.
Alfred.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me now?
Yeah, very well. I've been hearing you.
Shelly, how are you?
Hi, brother Alfred. How you doing? We miss you all. Well, at least I miss you.
Lee Kuan Yew.
Well, I'm here tonight. I want to be back here. I want to be grateful to God for another opportunity to be back here again to join the conversation that has to do with the development of Liberia. And I hope that my brother will be ready to push our on. So, yeah, we are here tonight.
Yeah, so I just want us to go straight into it now. Let's welcome some of our folks in the comment section tonight. You know, someone is asking for Josh. When the maker, you can say you want to see this shit. Vasco, now the newest person taking the punches is Vasco. You know, last edition of the show was was so interesting. You know, and the guy is stuck to whatever his point is. You know, and that's how it is. Stand by what you believe in.
Stand your ground.
Yeah, stand your ground. No matter how hard people get to push you. And hit on you, beat on you. Stand for what you believe in. Once you know it's the right thing, It doesn't matter how many people kick against you for that. Just hold on. But it's a great way to welcome our folks. You want to pick up a few of the guys here, and then we get the show started. So maybe we can start with Shirley. Shirley's trying to push us. She's the only female on set tonight yet. So let's start with Shirley.
Okay, I'm gonna say hi to people here. I want to say first, I want to say hi to Eric. Eric is always following us and watching. So hi, Eric. Hi, Thomas. Hi, Amos. And we have another Thomas kid.
Okay.
Lovette or Lovette. I'm trying to see. And then we have Rose.
Okay.
Marie is, and then Eric came up again. Thomas K. Kamara. Saving Grace. Good. Hi, Saving Grace. And Golden Teeth Group. Oh, I love this name.
Yeah, so that's not BKCC's business handle.
That's a business name.
Like you have Francis on here. His YouTube handle is Word of Mouth. So when you see Word of Mouth in the comment section,
okay. Yeah. All right, see you. Hi, Word of Mouth. Even though you read on the show. Hi, Mose. I see Mose.
And a lot of other folks.
And a lot of other folks. Alice and James and Seku is on. But there's not a James on tonight, so I think I'm not doing it justice by not calling their last name, but
yeah,
we'll leave it. Hi, my sister D Morovia. That's a really nice name. How are you doing today?
Okay, so let's move to Francis. Francis, you want to pick?
Before we move to Francis, say hi, Godwin. We are though. How you doing? It just popped. Oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Rose Soncarli, welcome. Mazina Mason, welcome. Emmanuel Takbojua, welcome. Alice Bang, Edwin Zobo, Ishmael Barry, Moses Colley, welcome. We have Arachi Unbreakable Topet, welcome. Vani Menipake Kamara, welcome. We have William Dunker, welcome. Moses Harton, welcome. Emma Sante Jr., welcome. Vafi A. Kamara, Hipko Kasi, welcome. Let's see who else. Cindy Gaga G. Scott, welcome. Let me see who else.
Okay.
Per Campbell, welcome. Yeah, so far so good. Welcome to everybody. If we miss your name, please forgive us, but you are all VIPs, so we welcome you guys.
And please take this time to share the live. Try to share, please, if you are here. Then we appreciate all of you that have been so loyal coming here every night, from Monday to Saturday. So please take your time and share.
Okay. So yes, Lee Kuan Yew is going to do his opening first, but I see Mary Finda Numa is here. PU, thanks for joining us. Beatrice Washington, we appreciate all of you guys tonight. Felicia Gibson, Thomas J. Kamara, thanks for joining us. We appreciate all of you tonight. Hipko Kasi says it's following, and I see Archie Unbreakable Tape is following as well. Thanks for being here. We appreciate all of you tonight. Vavi Kamara, thanks for joining us tonight. Mr. Mikhail Maru, thanks for being here tonight. We appreciate you. And Ishmael Barry, yes, thanks to D Monrovia as well. All of you, thanks for joining us tonight. Let's
Nelson, Nelson,
yeah.
please call Thomas J. Kamara. Thomas, I said your name earlier, but you are welcome because he said.
Thomas, we appreciate all of you guys, man. So let's kickstart the show. I want us to do our opening, maybe 1 minute each, and we can start from Lee Kuan Yew. Let's start from Mr. Alfred Konowa, and then we can go on to Francis, and then to you, our sister Shirley. Alfred, you want to do your opening?
Now, yes, thank you so much, Nelson, for another opportunity again to be on the late night show. It has been a while since I made my debut on the show. But tonight, Nelson, it will interest you to know that what's on my mind tonight is very interesting. And today, the 4th, the 4th of April, when America was shattering with injustices, and there were so much activities in this country that was repugnant to the Constitution. A man rose up in the name of Martin Luther King Jr., and he said to his people, I have gone to the mountaintop. Ain't no matter with me now. There will be difficult days ahead. But I have been to the mountaintop. I have a dream that one day my 3 little children will live in a country where they will not be judged by the content of their color, but by the content of their character. I have a dream that one day little white boys and little white girls will join hands together on one umbrella. I have a dream. So this is a legacy that I try to remind us about, that in these times, as we reflect on history and what has happened in the past, and looking at Liberia as a country and where it has come, it is just important that we remind ourselves that there are good men who will always rise up for the survival of our nation. And I believe our call to support Josiah Nyeman Boakai may not be, the experiences that other people, experience in America, but we want to draw Liberia in this limelight to say, Josiah Nyeman Boakai has lived over 80 years, and he has seen a country that is used the potential, but this potential of this country has not been fully utilized. And given the circumstances that he is now president of Liberia, like I always say, he's the last generation of the 1940s. 2029, we may not have President Kennedy that may come from that generation. So Mr. Boakai has a huge challenge to leave a legacy that we can count on, that I will sit on this show tonight to reflect on a man called Martin Luther King Jr. that prophesied that one day you will have black men and black women sitting on the same table.
Okay.
America may not be perfect, but it has come a long way. And we are here today bearing the fruit and evidence of that I Have a Dream speech. So I'd like to call on Mr. Josiah Nyeman Boakai, that Liberia and Liberians are looking up to him. He has a stake to leave a legacy, whether it's in education, whether it's in transportation, whether it's in health, and whether it's in law and order. Mr. Boakai has a stake to leave a legacy. With that being said, I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Alfred. President Boakai has a stake to leave a legacy. Let's hear from you, Francis. your 1 minute opening just before we
Yeah,
start.
mine will be pretty short. Just to throw light on the demolition that's going or the forced eviction of people in district, I believe District 10, by Catholic Junction over there, the person that reclaiming that land. It's sad to see all those people being kicked out of their homes. People that have been there for a long time. I'm not going to get into the legality of things, but it's just sad to see people being displaced. But unfortunately, we have not heard anything from the representative that those people elected to say anything. We know that representative know that for looking for news, but it's kind of.
But don't you think this is beyond the lawmaker, the representative from District 10, as much as a lot of people may want to disagree with him on other issues? This is a court decision, Francis. What do you think should be the role of a lawmaker like Representative Yeke Koluba in such a case?
Nelson, we know the court rule, and I believe last year the court rule finally to give the guy the entire his property back. So like I said, I don't want to get into the legal aspect, but right now there are thousands of people that are about to be homeless or already homeless and things like that. There's nothing he can do to stop it, but what he can do is use his loud speaker that he's always doing, running around the corner here looking for news, at least to call on the president to appeal to that man, to at least give the people maybe 6 months, 9 months, or people be living live for about 30 years or before someone even born, maybe right when someone were born, and so he can wait another 6 to 9 months or maybe a year, maybe, but at least do something, fight for the people. You can legally do anything to the landowner, but show as a representative that you have the people's best interests at heart. But I say here all along, that man is a fraud. He doesn't care. He look for controversy to show that, I'm for the people. I talk for the people. I don't care. I talk against the president. But the time he's supposed to stay, even though you don't have the power to do anything, but to stand up and at least beg for the people to get time. Call on the president. Call on other people to plead the case for the people. At least give them time so that the government can help them relocate. He's quiet about it, but he's running around with orange t-shirt on top of white Echo Crown coat, and they'll wear it for 30 days when the people are being kicked out of their homes in his district. It's a shame, and he's an embarrassment of District 10, and they deserve better, and they should vote better when he comes around for re-election.
Okay, thank you, Shirley. Your opinion?
Well, first, I want to say hello to all of you on here and hello to everyone in the comment section and hi to Liberia. I want to say I kind of agree with Francis here that the lawmaker need to speak out for the people. The people put him in there for him to be an advocate for them. And so they need him more than ever before. So he can speak out. He can advocate for the people. And he's not doing that right now. But I do want to know, I wanted to talk about the 100 days, the progress that have been made so far, and where things are as far as are we gonna meet everything that were promised for the 100 days. Is it sustainable? Is it something that's gonna happen? I want us to look into that. And I'm a little bit concerned about, why is it that people that are being appointed going through confirmation and then now they coming back as okay, they withdrawing their position. That is a little bit concerning to me. So I hope we can look into that tonight if we do have time. But the main thing that I want us to focus on is to kind of see where we are for the 100 days promise that we made to Liberian.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Shirley, and we appreciate you for that opening. And I just want us to go straight into the issues. We have a whole lot going on in the country, and we we saw the immediate past administration, the CDC government, steer the affairs of this country for 6 years. Following their service to the country, following what they did, Liberians went ahead and made a decision. At the ballot box, the Liberian people decided to retire the CDC government and gave a chance to the Unity Party administration. UP came in the space. But interestingly, in just 2 months of the Unity Party administration, we are beginning to see the formation of different groups. You may call it advocacy groups or pressure groups or whatever you want to whatever nomenclature or whatever you want to give to those institutions. But these different organizations are being formed by officials of the immediate past administration. Now, one of the organizations happens to be the STEN. Chairman Moba Molu resigned his position. Immediately following his resignation, he went ahead and established an organization which he said is going to be a pressure group, a civil rights group, an advocacy group. They had a launch, very elaborate launch of giving voice to the people and all of that. Those are some of the issues they said they're going to be concerned about. And then in no time comes in another group from the former district lawmaker, Akarsgri, a group called Cry for Justice, with the motto, believe and redeem. That the group is about to redeem the Liberian people, and their concern is for Liberians to get justice. What exactly is behind these different formations? Yeah, we know. We're going to talk about the other issues. There are withdrawals that have gone on. A lot of you follow the different happenings today. We'll make some analysis around those issues, the different debates that are coming out following especially the recent withdrawal that was done of nominees whose names were submitted to the Liberian Senate for confirmation, some of whom confirmation hearings were held for. We're going to talk about that aspect, but let's start the conversation from here. Guys, what do you think is triggering this particular move? Are these Liberians, Mikael, welcome to the show, are these Liberians genuinely concerned about the masses of our population, the ordinary Liberians down there, the people who struggle to get a daily meal? You take, for example, the former chairman of the CDC wrote a very lengthy resignation letter. And keen to his words, whatever he said was that he was going, the chairmanship could not permit him to say or do certain things. He was kind of restricted in that position, but then he wanted to go into civil society. And then right after that, he founded that organization. Well, Representative Gray, on the other hand, having served the people of the district for 12 years under this immediate past administration, he's been retired. He comes up with another group, Cries for Justice, with a motto to redeem the Liberian people, he says, and to get them to believe in how democracy should work for them. Now, let's make some analysis around this issue. Alfred, what do you think is triggering these different moves? Is it part of the strategy? Is it part of the plan to prepare the CDC for 2029? Or is it part of the plan to sort of distract the Unity Party administration? Or is it just part of the regular democratic process where there should be critical voices in the country who will consistently push the sitting administration's feet to fire? Alfred, are you here with us?
Yes,
Alfred,
I'm here.
you-
I'm here. You know,
Okay.
I've been following the trend and I've been looking at Akara Moses Gray. And, you know, it's good that some of us, we had an opportunity to grow in Liberia and follow the political, you know, rigmarole and understanding student politics and coming to government. Mr. Akara Gray trying to maneuver. You know, when the chairman, Mobake Moru, resigned his position as chairman of the CDC. Remember now, there's no one person in our CDC camp. And I'm talking about the guys that saw, I mean, that hijacked the revolution and then at the end of the day, they left. But if you look at Mobile Molu is a flow fighter. He's a people-centered person. He knows how to governize people. And so, you know, Moses Akara Gray has lost legitimacy. He's looking for relevance with in the CDC. So he's trying to test the strength of Mobake Molo. Remember now, Mobake Molo just had an elaborate program, and you saw how that program was well attended. And I can tell you for sure, if you listen to the speech made by Mobile Molo, he said he's a lifelong member of the CDC. So Akara's grade and passing and right. No, that job we have blessed Akara grade and what made it. You see the one popularity that what made you saw them today. They stay in a play there for 2 years. But you live in Liberia there. Show me more about Moses Gray legacy in District 8. Show me it. Just tell me when he did in 12 years. To kind of tell us he put one scholarship, but you can see no footprint in 12 years as lawmaker, no footprint in the district. I grew up in that district. I voted Akara's Gray. You understand? So they may not get no latitude equal to
but again, and I like the way you compare the two individuals. But let's go back to the other side of this thing. Alfred, is this part of the regular democratic process where Liberians who served on a previous administration are trying to be critical voices, or is it part of the plan to further prepare the institution, the CDC, for a 2029 bid?
Look, if I were to see the real gurus coming back to the CDC, like the George Solo, you find the George Solo then coming back, the Dr. Tierney then coming back to revamp the party, then I would say yes, this is a complete, good strategy to start early. I am not seeing those guys even thinking about coming back to a party where you have Joshua is still being seen as the gods of the party. You know. So Akara's Gray, they're trying to test, because trust me, I predict on the show that Mobile Molu is trying to build his own political career. He's trying to build his own political base. And you can only do that by working with the grassroots. And he's a very, very smart politician. He knows how to build grassroots from the grassroots. So people like Akara's Gray, who doesn't have anything to show, look, Mobile Molu will be a very, very big contender in 2029. I can predict on the show if he continues.
Are you seeing this as an extension of the CDC? Just finally, then we'll move to Francis. Let me welcome you. Let me welcome you. Thanks for being here tonight.
If the CDC listen to Mobile Molu and restructure that party in a way that will make sense to some of us, then we can say, yes, what's going on now may be a distraction. But the real guys in the CDC that left, that were not happy and they left, you're not seeing them coming back, because you still have Joshua there. Joshua still get influence down there. And if you have people like Mobile Molu leaving, it tells you that that party, if it's not restructured, if they're not listening to Mobile Molu and restructure that party is that party on arrival in 2029. I can tell you for sure.
Now, thank you, Alfred. Let's move to Francis. Francis, it's been just 2 months of the Unity Party administration, and in the period of 2 months, 2 major actors in the past administration have gone ahead and formed 2 civil rights or civil society organizations or pressure groups. Let's put it that way. They formed 2 pressure groups. Is there any reason why the Unity Party should be a bit more concerned here? Given that, in fact, they've not even touched on what they're supposed to do yet, but those different groups have already started springing up. Chairman Molu is known for being a very influential person in the opposition bloc. Now the opposition. Yesterday was the ruling establishment. Representative Gray is known for being very fearless. He told former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, "We'll give you a better Liberia if you want better Liberia," and he stands on the floor and all of that. Francis, is there any reason for the Unity Party to start putting a house in order, or maybe be a bit jittered about what's happening here now?
I mean, absolutely not. Why should I embrace all the groups? I mean, advocacy group is good for our country. It's good for democracy, but just look at the motive or the reason. The particular leaders that are leading this advocacy group are the ones I will call for concern. You see, Mobile Molu, I don't know much about Molu, but he seems to be a level-headed guy, even though he was chairman of CDC, but he seems to be a level-headed guy. So even if he tried to build his political career or brand separate from the CDC, I mean, I support it. If you're going to advocate for the right thing, advocate for it. You see, even Akara's great, but Akara's great is the one that's surprising because I know Akara's great from SDA. He graduated from SDA. He was a few classes ahead of me. This is a guy that when he used to walk the hall of SDA, we were being awe of Akara Gray. He was a smart guy. I would give him that. He knows how to talk. So I know him from SDA, but he turned into a complete embarrassment because of power. And it's the absolute power corrupt, absolutely. And that's what happened with Akara's Gray, especially in Liberian politics. This was a guy that was in SDA, man. Everybody look up to Akara's Gray when he walking. When they talk about media channel, one thing I like about Liberia, when you're a smart person, everybody respect you. He was I believe 3 or so classes ahead of me. Picking up Akara's Gray, I know him well from SDA. But I also, when I went back to Liberia in 2022, it was alleged that he and some alumni went on SDA campus, raised around $5,000 United States dollars, and did not give the money to the school. I was told that by one of the instructors on SDA campus, allegedly. I was told that by one of our former instructors. But come to see him running around, a lawmaker running around like a gangster around election time, or the way he started to behave, I mean, advocacy group are good, but what is his motive is the reason that I'm calling the question. He couldn't pull up his so-called protest on April 6th. He has to move it to sometime in May. What will he do next? Keep moving it? But advocacy group, I welcome even 1,000 advocacy groups, because the Liberian people need advocacy groups. They need people with genuine, clear heart, love for country to lead this advocacy group, not opportunists. Because Akara Gray is out of office now. That's all he can do. I mean, for 12 years, that's what he did, run around the country.
And this is interesting. For his own group, it's good you spoke of the April 6th. They said, no, April 6th is too early. They pushed the April 6th to after the 100 days deliverables. They say after the 100 days deliverables, then they're going to have a nationwide assembly across the 15 counties of Liberia. But in the midst of everything that's happening here, and we're going to move to you, Shirley, next, and then we take Mikael and then Vasco and then Emmy. But in the midst of everything that's happening, what does it say? Do those guys still have what it takes? Now you go back to the early start of the CDC administration. The likes of Henry Costa organized the what do you call it? Now we tire
June 7 protest.
the June 7 protest, right? The June 7 protest came up. It was the biggest. In no time, about 6 months of the administration, they staged a June 7. It went wild. The entire world got very concerned. But today, we are seeing something coming up in just 2 months of this administration. Do they have what it takes to get that kind of attention in the first place that the June 7 got? Which was the first major issue that the CDC had to face from the very start.
Nelson, these guys have plenty of time. They selected April 6th before even the inauguration. So the fact that they can't even pull it off now, that means they are irrelevant. It's not like they just came up last month. They said, oh, let's wait for 100 days. Before even inauguration, they talk about April 6th. I even mentioned on this show that that's ridiculous because April 6th, that date is a sad date in Liberia because I was the start of one of the deadliest war, the April 6th war in Monrovia. I mentioned it on this show. So he could even lie and say, in solidarity with the people that passed away this side in the order, we want to, honor our dead, and we're not doing April 6th. But he has no lie. He can't lie about that because there's no reason to. You see, and just one more thing before I wrap up on this stuff. It's sad that even Mela Akara will still be relevant. His protest people will show up because take a look at this incident that's happening, right? With the people losing their homes, which is very sad, right? But listen to some of the people. Because they don't understand how policy or how things work, they are blaming Joseph Boakai. Oh, we voted you to rescue us, now they're kicking us out of our house. But there's something called private property and government property. They're not thinking about separating the two, but they are emotional now. So that same emotion will be played upon by these by the likes of Akara's Gray, and will use these people, will play on that emotion to get in the street. Because right now the entire country is emotional because of the mess that they left.
But for instance, if you want to go that route, then is it also fair to say that maybe the Unity Party and its alliance ride on some of those emotions as well? But
okay, emotions will always drive people, right? So, but what I'm saying right now, this particular thing, what's even scary, is even beyond this Akara Gray. Liberia needs to change their mindset, or people will always use them for what they want because of their emotions.
Thank you. Let's hear from you, Shirley. Your take on this issue. Then we take Mikael on, and then Vasco and Amy will take us home on this topic. Now, Shirley, in the midst of everything that's happening here, the Unity Party administration is yet to hit the first 100 days. Today is the 73rd day in the 100 days. We're moving small. You get 27 days or so to go for the 100 days. Less than 1 month. But in less than 2 months, or in about 2 months of the administration, two pressure groups, in the name of civil society groups, they've already springed up from key actors of the previous administration. One of the groups says they are going to get people to cry for justice.
Yeah.
Let's hear your take on these establishments, and what do you think it means for the Unity Party government as a very new administration?
Fred Nelson, could you please say the name of that the one that's supposed to redeem the people or something
Cry
like
for
that?
justice. No, it's the name. Cry for justice.
Cry for justice. Focus is to redeem the people. I mean, that is a beautiful name, isn't it? But my thing is though, like, what was the people were crying before for 6 years?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to you putting that energy into redeeming them in that 6-year period, like, working for the people? For the 6th year, you had the opportunity, you had the influence, you had the power to do so. You didn't do it. And now you want to use the fact that you are not relevant anymore, you are not empowered, nobody is even thinking about you or dreaming about you, and you're like, wait, let me come up with a organization and I'm focusing on the people. And I use the word art because it's for him to make himself relevant, for people to still remember him. Dude, you have 6 years, okay? In that 6 year time, you had influence, you have power. And so if you really did care about the people, you are going to redeem the people in that process. So now you don't have no chance to redeem people.
So, Shirley, are you saying here that it's late for this redemption that Cry for Justice is calling for?
I mean because if it ain't happen in 6 years, what is going to happen now? I mean,
we don't even need to elevate himself in the
you have
Okay, so let's, Alfred, please don't interrupt, Alfred.
It's not relevant anymore. And I mean, people use that, right? Like, okay, I had the opportunity, I had the power, I had the upper hand to do something. It's kind of like you put someone in position, which he was in position, and he had the opportunity to change things, to make sure that people know him. He had the opportunity to redeem the people that he claimed he wanted to redeem now. But he didn't do it in 6 years. He didn't do it in 12 years. Okay, I'm saying the number 6, but it was 12 years. He had 12 years to do it. He didn't do it. And now he's like, oh, wait a minute. Now nobody is looking at me. I have no influence anymore. I have no power anymore. So let me go and chase after power and influence. Let me come up with something that sounds sweet to the Liberian people. But what he forget to know is that the Liberian people voted him out because the Liberian people eyes are open. The Liberian people know well. At first, it was like, you kill my mom, you kill my dad, I will vote for you. Now the Liberian people like, what is in it for my children? What is in it for the future of my children?
Do you think the average Liberians are asking those critical questions?
I mean, yes. If not, they were not going to vote them out. So, and that's what we are here for. We are here to educate our people. It's not to follow behind somebody. What happened? You follow behind a person for hours to be like, oh, in the need sake of protest. Don't get me wrong. It is your constitutional right to go and protest. But what happened after that? Is they going to pay your children's school fee? No. Guess what? That guy, his children's school fee is paid. He got a place to sleep. Yeah, go the people that got kicked out of their home. They don't have anywhere to be right now. Can you go redeem those people? Well, you had the opportunity then to redeem them because they've been in a place for a long time. You are supposed to make sure that you have a place for them to be. Don't put everything now on the government waiting for 100 days to pass for the government to magically work things out, the mess that you left, because you left the mess, to work out that mess in 100 days. It's not going to happen like that. So give the president time to be able to work. But if you want to come in and need a protest, you are welcome. I don't think a lot of people are going to show up. And I agree with Francis because I've been hearing the April 6th protest for a long time. And if you can cancel it now and putting it to May because you want to make sure that you get other people in. And what's up with the two of them coming with an organization? Like, they're already divided.
And that's the other aspect. That's exactly
already divided. So the Liberian people,
the two
even hold together
from the same institution.
Exactly, they can't even hold together. How you gonna leave?
Pastor has an answer to this one.
Pastor, I don't know why you're shaking your head though, because they can't even hold together.
Yeah. Just conclude, Shirley. So we take.
I'm just saying, Nelson, he is not relevant. Okay. A lot of people are not going to follow him. Our people are smart. They are not the same people that said, you kill my mom, you kill my dad, I will vote for you. Their eyes are open. They know what they want. They are focused on the future of their children, not their self, but their children. It's not about, I'm just going to eat and go to bed. It's about what is the future of my child? What is in it for my children?
Thank you. Now, let's hear from you, Mikael. Your take on this issue. Then we'll go to Vasco and then Emmy.
Well, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, hello tonight. People in the radio land, your hello. Thank you, Nelson.
You not come back here with that gentleman on.
Yeah, I think ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, Nelson, for bringing it up tonight again. Well, my takes on this whole thing is you can't teach old dog new trick. You know, that's one of the things that, and those guys, somebody the one describe those people on LUK I was sitting there while watching one of their protests. So those guys are political vampires. They live off of they live off of chaos. You know, that's how they get their recognition some places. But one thing they're forgetting to know now is people have watched them too long. Those vampires will never live off of chaos again. That vampire live off of blood in Liberia anymore. People watch them. They watch their movement. That's how Akala Great then came to power in Liberia to even be represented. That man was criticizing Eddie Johnson, said the government tell the lady could not find no place to put her foot. Everywhere the lady said Ascala Great would describe the chair, how the chair was looking, how she was walking, how she was sitting, how she was talking, and how she was eating. That's how that guy came to power in Liberia. So, and those things, we gain all that opportunity to do all the things we're advocating for. But guess what? The man left, so they went to go get married in Paris. So what good is it? Why are we still fighting the same people? Then they want to compare.
No, you bring the Paris thing up. Can someone who got married in Paris give justice to someone in Soniwe?
Thank you. That's what I just said. The man left Soniwe. People are getting married right there on Broad Street so the people can come and eat some cross and things. They be dancing around with pantage in there. The man went to Paris late night in the nice pool in the water, hey in the air, having fun. While the Soniwe people can't even see the light. They wouldn't see pictures. So how can we get relevant to people like that? These are the questions we're supposed to be looking for the answer here. And not just that. That dude was down there for 12 years that everybody just said. What did he do for Soniwe? The people were still running down there. So what good? I think most of our politicians in Liberia, they're not in there for the good for Liberia. Because how much I want to criticize this government, I mean, come on now, guys, just take a break. You guys just came from the place. They put voter y'all out. Sit back and watch and try to educate people on what is necessary and get them time to even set that straight to your government before we start advocating or before we start bringing protests and all that. You want to compare this government 2 months or 3 months with the past regime that just came from 6 months when Henry Costa then brought all our protests. Guess what? We were talking about $16 billion just get missing when they got into power. We were talking about $25 million just walk away from the place. We were talking about the finance minister giving money people in the street to go cheat money, to go cheat money like the country money. That's some kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Think about that. All those things were in the making. That's how the protest came about. But how can we compare those two governments in 6 months when I protecting and the government in 2 months? What are we bringing the protest about? I know there's a lot of things going on that still need to be straightened. Don't come out now. Let me finish.
Yeah, you gotta wrap up.
Right. So having said that, I mean the Liberian people deserve better. The fact that some are all here to educate them who said the little we know, that focus on building our country. Let's leave some of the negativity behind us and do the positive thing. Because
Michael, do you believe in democracy? The need to have critical voices, regardless of whichever administration. Do you believe in that?
Oh, I absolutely believe in that. That's what we're here for. That's what the station right here.
So why don't you believe in what those guys are coming up with?
Because the intentions is not for the people.
Representative Gray, on the other hand, is saying cry for justice. He wants to make sure that Liberians get justice. Now, you have the former chairman Mobile Molu on the other hand says solidarity in what for a new day. They want to give Liberians a new day. If you believe in justice, if you believe in Liberians having a new day, and you believe in every single government having some critical voices that will push their feet to the fire, why don't you embrace what they're doing?
Well, Nessie, the fact that we need critical voices in government, especially the democratic government, that's what we need. We need criticism. We need people to put the government in place. But those guys' intentions is not meant for that. You understand? Those guys' intentions not for that. Those guys' intentions is to call people to them, to recognize them once again for something they think is not right, for people to fall on their side. So come November 29, so they can vote for them again. And one of the things is that if you funding a group, those guys are serving the CDC-led government because of the clip that if they're funding a group that say why justice for the people, what kind of justice? When the justice powder on your head, you never investigated one, and nobody even people lost their life. People, relatives, father, uncle. Today we never hear no justice for them. And people stay in the street preaching and advocating for them. Then those same people who are in power, who would have provided the justice for those people, who would have been an example for the government to follow, didn't do nothing like that. Then they're coming back to come tell us, but who are we? You think we are cowards? Group of cowards?
Thank you.
We're not.
Thank you. Vasco, let's hear from you on this one. You supported the CDC government. A lot of people who have a contrary view to everything that's springing up out of the CDC now in terms of advocacy group, pressure group, and all of that. Some of those people who are expressing contrary views to the very ideas that those different groupings want to sell are saying that the CDC government, under which those individuals, the likes of Chairman Mobile Molu or Representative Gray was a lawmaker, that government had all it took to provide justice for the Liberian people that this civil society or this pressure group they're establishing coming from now. Chairman Molu's group is talking about a new day, to provide a new day for Liberia. Now, some of those with the contrary views are saying that in the past 6 years, they had all the opportunities to create a new day for Liberians, but they didn't create it. So, Vasco, where do you stand with this? First of all, why is it that two permanent individuals from the very CDC that you support, that you are a part of, I understand you and the former president, you're in the same chat room and all of that, but two permanent individuals coming up with pressure groups, but I mean, splinter, they're going their separate ways.
Thank you, Nelson. Let me say hi to everybody on the show tonight and to our many listeners, both on the social media and radio land. So, Nelson, you know,
Vasco, let me just tell you, and I've been here for a long time. You must say something that will make sense to them before you oh, I can't
come on, man. Come on. Give Vasco.
I will start talking. Nelson, first of all, let's make it clear that CDC is a political party. Yeah. And the people within CDC, they are Liberians. And they have the right to have their pressure group if they feel that there is certain things happening in the country and that it is not in the interest of the people. They have all right to put the government feet to fire. Yeah. So nobody should go against them for exercising their right. Like you people always say, the Liberian people, they are not this, they are not that. If the Liberian people feel that everything is okay with them in the country and Grayden come out to call for protest or solidarity march, the Liberian people will not turn up. But nobody should come here to bash at these people. And then we all know that this identical government is not proceeding the right way. People saying, oh, it was 6 years. It means 6 months during the CDC administration. Do you know when these people started planning the protest? The people planned the protest for almost 4 months. So CDC was
which protest?
The June 6th protest. They planned that protest for almost 4 months.
You mean June 7th?
June 7th protest. Okay? And why you think the protest was staged for? Because there was some allegation that 60 million got missing, 25 million mob. Or this was the thing that you guys had the protest about. Then look at this government right now. Like I can always say to you, the thing that have happened in Joseph Boakai 2 months, going to 3 months, I've never seen it happening in CDC 6 years.
What, like what?
Thank you. These are the things that come and make the Liberian people to protest. So let me let you know today that system of your bashing act. Look at the killing in King George. Peaceful citizen went on out to protest against a company treating Liberians. They were killed by the police. Look at the 730 person or 40 person that the Ministry of State sending home. Look at the hardship. Look at the fire incident. People's houses are burning and the president or the government is not saying anything towards it. Okay? Things, prices, they are on the increase than ever before. Our basic commodity rice, there is no electricity. The electricity is even worse than ever before. That's it. Let me name some of the things.
Yeah, I mean, and I know you will keep naming, you know, and naming, but it's very important.
Look at the demolition exercise. CDC says yes. You ever saw Liberia in the street crying? You ever saw CDC making Liberian people homeless? So you guys said, yeah, with all this thing going on, affecting the people that you advocated for, you don't want to say the truth, but you're coming to bash at people that are coming out to stand for those people. I don't want you guys to be going back to CDC. That when you go back to CDC, then you make the argument listen. Because the Liberian people decided to kick CDC out of power because everything you guys came out here and told them, they said, oh yeah, you guys were right. So they kick CDC out of power. They're expecting more. They're expecting better life. They're expecting you guys to be more or better than the CDC. But just in 2 months, look at what you guys doing to the Liberian people. What you expect? If Grenada come out today to call protest, don't be shocked to see people rising up against the government.
So Vasco. In the midst of everything you're saying, there are some who believe that it's too early for these issues to start to come up, especially from people who have the authority to find solutions to those many problems that you're naming now for the past 6 years. It's been 2 months of this administration.
You see, look, everything the CDC government left, new government have come, everything turned worse. When the CDC government was in power, the rest press right now, it was in the rest press at that time. So these people, they are not like you and myself on Facebook every day listening to radio. They got majority of the people don't listen to radio. All they want is the better life, to get a basic need, that when they go to the market, they should get the stuff easily. So once these things are not happening, what do you expect them to do? So other politicians will take advantage of it. And the people are going to rise up.
Now, Vasco, can you convince anyone on set here that there isn't some sort of split or division in there when you have two permanent members of the political party coming up to form the pressure group, but two separate groups?
No, Nelson. I mean, I want people to know today that Molba Molu never told you that he's leaving the CDC or he's not a member of the CDC. The thing is right there. Molu said he was stepping down as chairman of the CDC.
Okay, so if the two people are members, why are they forming two separate pressure groups?
Let's see, the two groups have two different names, right?
No, I know they have different names. They obviously not have the same name because they are two separate groups. But my thing is, both parties are from the same institution.
But Nelson,
is there anything going on here that maybe the public isn't aware of?
Nelson, there even going to be more group. So there's two for now. People should, look, Molu guy right coming on CDC. Molu know which one of the group he want to form. He know what he want to do.
He got it right, we know.
He got it right.
Knows
And
that. Every librarian has it right.
This Cry for Justice group, it won't be the Molu say try to advocate for social justice. Even people who even be in the Unity Party, his group is not just particular about protests.
So Vasco, in all fairness, is this part of the plan for 2029?
Now see, like I always tell people, right? Who's going to stop all of these protests and other things is the government. If the Unity Party government perform good, perform well to the expectation of the Liberian people, you will not see protests around because you can't protest, nobody will go there. And you will see even the CDC, the morale, other political party, it won't be so strong because what are you going to tell the people doing 2029 when the government is performing? But if this government fail, like I always know, if the government fail to do the things that President Weah did, more than what President Weah did, trust me, what option? You saw the people that were breaking down the people's houses. That video gone viral. People were
gone viral.
It went viral. The people crying. They went and said we voted against you. But we noticed that you, the only person that can come to arrest you.
Oh, God, we got died.
That's what they have in here.
Oh, God, we got died. Oh, God, we died. Oh, God, why you first taking me that way, boy? Why you first taking me that way, boy? Why you first taking me, boy? Oh, God. Why you first taking me, boy? Why you first taking me, boy? I can see I see my brother destroy you for a minute.
Trump, the people feel that place.
So Vasco, are you saying that these are some of the reasons?
Can I be your timekeeper?
We're interrupted.
I'm coming. Vasco needs to take.
I might have go to bed now because you're giving Vasco all the time.
Vasco is not taking all the time. You need to, Emmy. We need to go,
guys. Emmy is next.
But Vasco not take 25 minutes already.
No.
Come on.
I'm coming.
You're interrupting.
Okay. So let's do this final one. Vasco, is there any reason, in all sense of logic, for someone to blame the Unity Party administration for what you just saw on the stream?
Nancy, let me tell you, anything happen in Liberia, Nancy, you know our country. In that country, when people car bouncing the hole, or maybe we by ourselves for them, they used to say like George Weah. Anything happen in Liberia right now, Waka will be held responsible.
Thank you.
You
Vasco.
see the people walking the street, they say Waka talk sister, I know sister.
Thank you. But on a serious note, Emmy, let's hear from Emmy. You've seen the latest action. Is there any reason why the Unity Party, a very new administration, should start to be jaded right now, given that pressure groups are springing up? We saw what pressure groups did to the CDC administration. In just 6 months, pressure group turned the whole narratives around and got Liberians going, in a certain direction. Now, pressure groups are springing up. Emmy, let's say your take on this issue.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lord. This kind of draft is we never see a same Weah. Yeah, that Vasco has. Nobody blamed the government for everything but Vasco. Even the other day, it rained. There was a storm. Vasco said, Joseph, why can't I bring storm in Liberia? For goodness sake. Nelson, there's nothing here to be gibbering about. Nothing. Who are these people? Are these someone new who haven't been there before? I mean, maybe during Madam Edding's administration, maybe that was a little bit of you had a little bit of reason to be worried, right? Because people thought they were young, they were energetic, they care about their country, they would come and do this and do that, right? So that's why the people was on fire for them. But this is like been there, done that. When they got there, they got worse. They were on steroids. They weren't any people was doing. It was not even anywhere near what they were doing. And these are the people that come in other and talking about they care about Liberian people. First, talking about people. People are dying in King George, peaceful people. First, let me tell you something. We told you this before. Maybe you didn't get it. Those weren't peaceful protesters. Okay. They are our people. They are Liberians. You can't cause people coming with guns and stuff and attacking police, threatening their lives, and you call it peaceful protesting. No, that's not what they call peaceful protesting. So you can sit here and politicize it all you want. That's your business. We all saw it. You saw homes, you saw buildings, you saw police stations getting burned. You saw even their own schools. They claim they don't have school, but the little ones out there, they burned it down. You saw everywhere was on fire. It was looking like a war zone. Is that what you call peaceful protesting? Stop that. Okay? People lost their homes. Are these homes? Joseph Boakai, maybe I missed it. Was it Joseph Boakai in our yellow machine breaking down these homes? Oh, what are you telling us? The Supreme Court ruled a private land. Joseph Boakai said to go tell them, oh no. Because I'm the president, I'm going to step on this thing. That justice shouldn't be done. No, these people voted we are out because of lawlessness. Okay? They voted for these things. Yes, it hurt right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be insensitive. It hurt right now because they use that money and build those places, but those are private. That is private property. That's just what it is. You can't do anything. The government has nothing to do about that, but they can only talk to those people to give them more time. If they had done that to sit or give them time to find places to go or whatever. But if the government knew nothing about it, Joseph Boakai knew nothing about it, and they got up in the morning to go break those places down, it has nothing to do with a government. Okay, it could have been done on a weird administration or whatever. Nobody that has nothing to do with Joseph Boakai something. You're talking about electricity. How many times? There was the only place you had electricity was at the Weir house, 24/7. Even the owner fire truck in Monrovia were parking in Weir compound, 24/7. Boy, don't make me talk plenty here. They voted for Weir, making look like king over the people. Then you want to come sit here and talk about Weir did it when Weir did that. You better stop that and stop telling people something like you said. We came out and told the people that they were suffering. Vasco, if I'm hungry, do I need to come tell somebody to tell me that I'm hungry? Or if
no. I mean, I want you to weigh in your thoughts on this particular issue. And let's disregard the Vasco factor, right? I want you to weigh your thoughts on this particular issue. Now,
see, you're Vasco talking at the top of the tire, you didn't call him up.
I'm not talking about. But the point here is, let's look at the arrowheads. Let's look at the arrowheads. The people who are the frontliners. You take, for example, this cry for justice.
They are nobody.
Former lawmaker. A former lawmaker. Representing Gray. The arrowhead of this 10. Now, do they have what it takes to get the people coming out? Like what we saw under the CDC administration in the first 6 months when there was this June 7th protest. Do they have what it takes in terms of influence, politically, everything, to get those people out?
They got what it takes to bring people like Vasco them out. Those are the people that are going to come out.
Vasco is not in Liberia.
Those are the people that are going to come out. Not any well-meaning Liberians, because the people saw them. You were here 2 months ago. What were you doing? That you come and tell me that you care about me now? What did you do? If you did something better, I don't think they were going to get them out of there. You didn't do a jaggone thing. So what made you think that because you're not there now, you care about me now? Because you want me to come help you and put you back there so you'll continue stealing? Only people that Vasco then gonna come out. The reaction, sedition, whatever. The angry birds. They are the one who gonna come out. Not no well-meaning Liberians. Those guys are. Mama Malu, I gave him a little credit, but where I'm disappointed in is that he sat there. He sat there and took it for 6 years. Even though he was saying the truth, and he got recalled because they kind of outcast him, and he sat there. He didn't talk about New Day or brand. What's the slogan again?
The New
What
Day.
is the slogan he running? New Day, right? He didn't cry for that New Day. That now he want to cry for New Day. He's a punk. That's what I see him do. That's how he behaves. He behaves like a punk. He sat there and shut up all the time. And he know it was wrong. He want to go in the corner and talk about it, but not come out and speak on it. He will come outside and act like everything is all good and be campaigning. Then he want to stand up now and talk about New Day. This is where he lost his relevance. That he was somebody good, but right now I have no respect for people like that. And Greg, don't even. I think we are coming here, kind of lifting this dude up and giving him relevance and trying to advertise his shenanigan that he got going on. That's how sitting here talking about him the whole time. That's what we're doing, and I think that's a waste of time.
Thank you. Alfred, you want to go on? Let's hear you.
Yeah,
Take 20 seconds quickly.
before
Just
I
20
lose my-
seconds, Alfred, because we
Yeah.
have to transition to our next talking point.
Yes.
With Joel today
Let
from
me-
the president.
You see, that's why I make this group. Since the election process of the JMB factor, that's what make us different. We are not a reaction, we are not a seditions. Okay. Now, let me disagree with my sister a little bit. To say that Mr. Mobile Molu sat there and allowed these people to do whatever they wanted to do. Let me say this. You saw the Messira death in the country. We criticize it here. What happened to our 3 Liberian boys or men that got missing up to now? We can't even find their bones. What happened to Princess Cooper? You expect Mobile Molu when Joshua and his group of hooligans, the bastard that our country they run out there, Labrador was like a gangster paradise. You expect people like Mobile Molu to come and be very vocal, that his dad was going to find. And so that they read him there by keeping him mouth shut to allow the Liberian people to make the right decision so that he can come out and build his own political career. And that's what Mobile is doing. I can predict it also to say to you, my sister, 2029 will be a different electionary year. Those people that you see running around here, you will see what will happen in the next few, let's just say 2 to 3 years from now. You will see the position of Mobile Molu. Right now, they're passing around, they get all the money. But 2 to 3 years from now, you will see the position of Mobile Molu. Now, let's go back to the issue.
Alfred, he's still with them though.
Thank you, Alfred.
He's still with the party though. He's still with them.
Let's go back to the issue. Should we give these people that Akara Moses Gray relevant?
So thank you, Alfred.
We should not be talking about him.
Thank you, Alfred. Thanks a lot. He's
still there though.
We want to make our quick transition.
Give me 1 second.
He's still promoting that party, Alfred.
Okay, so take 10 seconds quickly. Let me put this stuff up.
Alfred, I'm going directly to you. This one is going to you. Molu is not Molu remain a partisan of the CDC. Stop saying that Molu left the party. Molu left that he resigned his position. Molu is still a member of CDC. Let me let you know today. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you.
I
want us to make the quick transition here. And today we saw something that is a continuation of what has happened in the past. And I'm saying this specifically about the decision. Now, a lot of you are aware that there has been a series of nominations done, and in some cases there will be withdrawals. One of the situations happened at the LRRC when an individual believed to an individual by the name of Woozy went to take over after his nomination, but then there was another gentleman, Mr. Cooper, who then went in on grounds that he was being nominated by the president to serve in that very position. Today, at the Liberian Senate, it became a heated debate when a communication from the office of the president was read. Now, quite recently, you saw on the eMansion website some nominations that were made. And usually once the nominations are made, the communication is sent to the Liberian Senate for confirmation hearing. The Senate get to vote those individuals. Following the voting, and then they can make a decision as to whether to confirm those different nominees. Well, so it turns out that some of the individuals that were nominated just the day before yesterday, officials of the Ministry of Information that were nominated had their confirmation hearing. They had their confirmation hearing, and it was a very good one. Those different nominees, including Councillor Bobby Livingstone, who was nominated to serve as Deputy Minister Designate, or to serve as Deputy Minister, in fact, for Press and Public Affairs at the Ministry of Information, and Mr. Joseph Cooper, who was nominated or designated to serve as the Executive Director of the LRRC, and Mr. Adana Payne, nominated to serve as Assistant Minister for Corrections and Rehabilitation at the Ministry of Justice. Those three nominations were recorded. Now, where the tension came up was when some of the senators said that, look, no, this should not be, because we have invested our time and resources and everything to conduct hearings for some of those individuals, like for Councillor Bobby Livingstone and some of the other officials from the Ministry of Information. Their confirmation hearing was just the day before yesterday, so that became their own point. But then the other argument was that, look, those people were appointed or designated by the president. The president has the right to record the nomination or whether record the nomination or to get them going on at his will and pleasure. But then it turns out that some said this is a separate branch of government. As the first branch of government that makes the law, they should have the right to carry on their work without interference. Now, this is where we are. The next concern is, what exactly is it that is contributing to these different issues about names being recorded after they've been placed on the eMansion? Let's have a conversation around this. Let's start with you, Francis, and then we're going to make the rounds on this.
I mean, for me, there's not much I have to say on this. The president appoints, the president can reverse his appointment. I mean, we are all not happy at the rate the appointment is going. They started slow. They are withdrawing names. They're going to Senate. I mean, right now we just want to make sure he gets his folks in office. They confirm to get in office and do the work of the Liberian people. People want to make a big fuss about this. So long those seats are not empty and there are people there working and the Liberian people's lives are getting better, I can care less about that, because it's important to have the people there. But as you can see, he's trying to pull competent people, unlike the Collegian before him that were just saying, you get a job, you get a job, you get a job, you get a job. And to anybody that come in front of them, and we saw the result in the last 6 years. He's trying to make to be very careful, but sometimes too the make mistakes. So Liberia is a third world country.
But again,
even in the great US and other parts of the world, nominations are recalled. So we don't know what the reasons are for this recall. We don't have the technology that other countries have and the data to do real vetting and things like that. So it's not an excuse, but these things happen everywhere. You don't vet somebody properly, you record them once new information come up. So these things happen. Right now, my main focus is them getting to work for the Liberian people. That's my focus.
No, but Francis, what do you see here? Is it that some of those names are not coming from the president, and maybe along the line the list is being tampered with, or is it that the nominations get to be made and then there's a further check or background investigation, and then the red flags are being raised?
Now, see, nowhere in the world do the president pick all of his or her cabinet. There are people around him or her that will vet other people, bring names, pitch their names to those to the president, and say, "This is the person that we think would be good for here." The president endorse it, and submit it. Yes, the president has input, but what does it come from his mouth? Or his Minister of State or whoever else, when that name goes to the Senate, his signature is on it. So yes, it comes from him. It doesn't matter if he sent them or not, it comes from him. So there's no excuses here. I'm not making excuses for nothing. It is embarrassing, it is slowing the process and stuff, but our focus should be on when they take office, what do they do for the Liberian people? Thank you.
Thank you, Francis. Let's hear from you on this one, Amy.
You understand? Well, this, like Francis already said, I don't see it as a big deal. The only thing I'm concerned about is the length, the length of time that they are taking to get this whole cabinet together. And we got people jumping all over the place, talking about that they're bringing storm, they're doing this, they're doing that. I don't know what they are doing. They haven't even started working yet, but they're being blamed for everything. So hopefully they will stop. They will hurry up and get over with this appointment thing and start to do some things. Yeah, you hire, you fire. What's the problem? What's the big deal? I mean, I don't get it. The only thing I see here is that the ones that he's sending people and he's saying no is like people going undermining him. He might pick someone and they go and putting their own people there, and I think that's wrong. They need to stop. And picking people, bringing nominations to him that they have their own motives and stuff, and they don't properly vet because he trusts them and sign on it, and it turned out to be something else. But I mean, okay, you're hired. Oh no, I found this out about you. You're fired. What's the big deal? I don't get it. This is I'm not into government something. I don't know how it works. So maybe it is, but for me, as something I don't see it to be a big deal at all.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So let's move to Vasco.
They're talking where Vasco's.
Let's see how you put me between the two men here. So put one on the let me and Alfred be the last.
Go ahead, Vasco.
You know, Nelson, this thing it have vindicated me because my campaign against the president right now was that he wasn't fit. He wasn't fit. And today, everybody, this is disgraceful for one of the longest serving person in government, longest serving person in our country. We come to that level, who served 12 years as vice president and president of the Senate, that have all that knowledge and ideas how government Right. And today he is the president. To be making the elementary mistakes. And then people saying, oh, he's not. Look, he is in charge, but he don't know what he's doing. He don't know what he's doing. And this is what we've been saying. How can an 80-year-old man, young generation, man, or 80-year-old man president, and you expect things to go the way you want it to be? No, this is what we expect. This will happen throughout the 6 years. Because the president is the one that appoint people. He's the one that withdraw. We know he got all the power. Why will you put somebody's name on a list and the president will sign it? Then the person, sometimes the person will go for a confirmation hearing and all. Then you know he say another person to the main job. So what that implies to us here? That he don't know what he's doing.
So, but Vasco, don't you see this from a point where it was good enough in the first place for the president to have withdrawn the nomination at this early stage, than to have those individuals going in there to serve with some sticky issues, especially when there are some unresolved issues that's landed at the desk of the president and stuff like that. Don't you think it was prudent enough? Despite the confirmation hearing, and you're right, there was a confirmation hearing that was held just a day before this communication went before the office of before the Senate, calling for the withdrawal of the 3 individuals today. But I mean, despite the confirmation hearing, don't you think it was prudent enough for such an action to be taken at the early stage?
First of all, this is the president's right to withdraw a nomination or someone who he appointed. But the president is the last person that's going to do the last vetting after whosoever he have to carry on whatsoever. That name will come to him. And before that name reach the president, that identical name should have been vetted by whosoever is on his team. Once that thing get to the president to sign it, which means that person is somebody that is trusted. Because the president will be the last person to put his signature before that person go out there for confirmation. But it is different under this administration. We see him. This not just, we're just looking at the full pricing, but it been happening from day one. And the only time these things happen under the man who didn't know anything about governance, it was whenever the president make an appointment and there is a public crowd, that this person this and that person that, then the president withdraw that person. But most of the appointment the president made, he never say, come here. The man who the elementary student who not know nothing about governance. But the man who not get all the PhD, the doctorate degree in governance, that the man who not know, he don't even know who he appointed.
Thank you.
He just tell anybody say go there. When the poker
Thank you.
That man fall down somewhere yesterday, say, you're moving from there again. That you wrong government.
Thank you. Let's leave you there, Vasco, and then bring Alfred on, then we'll bring Mikael on.
You know, Nelson Tonnet, I'm just kind of I'm dumbfounded when I listen to Vasco because he's so comical, you know. But let me say this, brother, Nelson. This issue about vetting is not law and gospel. This issue about confirmation is not also law and gospel. Article 50 in Article 56A is very clear. The Constitution is very clear about the role of the president. The president can nominate, can nominate you. You go for confirmation, and you even go and start serving that office. The president has the proclivity to fire you.
Thank you.
And there are issues. Because, you know, our country, Liberia, people have been used to doing the wrong thing over and over and over again. It has become a norm in our country. Who told you that when the president nominates you, did that mean you are the perfect angel that comes from heaven? Who told you that? Who told you that when the person nominate because you from the party or you from another auxiliary party, that means you forced to work in a particular position? You have read your constitution, for God's sake. You have read your constitution. The constitution is very clear. Our forefathers were very specific. That's why they gave all the power to a single person, because they knew very well that if you have more people to make decisions, it was going to take a long time to move the country forward. So they gave that power, even though it will be checked, to a single person so that he will be able to direct the country effectively and efficiently. So when I sit down here and listen to Vasco being, I know he's a comedian, you can say, oh yeah, when they finish doing the vetting process and the president nominate you, that means you clear everything. That is not true. That is not true. I can remember in this country during Donald Trump era, someone was being vetted and nominated. The president will draw the person. You see? So the whole thing about, you know, in Liberia, when somebody becomes president, they appoint you, now you're forced to be that person. No. This government is a mature government. And I will say this. It's not that they will not make mistake, they will make mistake. But those mistakes will be genuine mistake. It will not be on the basis of, you know, and because you want to have your clique. You just bring your people you turn in government. The way you're doing, you can't Vasco can say and talk about say they helping our people. 750 people have been sacked from the executive mansion. You think we want to be having people sitting to their house and not working and be taking government money? We need to stop that thing. All over in our government sector, we need to stop it. So that's the reason why I will remind President Bouaka is, if you're listening to me, all these people that you are nominating and confirming, you need to stand tall to start investigating on them one by one as they take their offices. Because we don't want to have a situation where people go in office, then we start hearing the same thing that happened in Georgia government. Because George Weah was very lackadaisical. He does not care about what's going on. He just sit down in Jamaica Resort and drink Hennessy and get all the girls around him. That's all he was doing. And he led the people to run our country. We don't want that. We are a different set of people. I will remind Joseph Boakai again. You are the last generation of people from the 1940s. 2029 will be a new beginning for Liberia. All those that have been running for president Liberia will be around 55, 56, 60. They will not be 70, 75 years. Even me here, I will be coming there to run as president. It's possible.
So is that a breaking news on the show? Alfred Konowa will be coming down.
No, the point I'm making, Nelson, is that we have to take this country serious. Look at our neighboring countries around us. These people are progressing massively. While we are here just talking, you know, we're just talking all day and we're not getting anywhere. We need serious people to run this country, to take the country from the septic thing that Georgia put it in, to bring it back up from that septic thing and wash it completely, so that it can be smelling good again.
Thank you.
So you can have a good boyfriend that will marry, that will even will marry her and give her a good life.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Alfred. Let's take Mika on, and then we're gonna go to the phone lines.
Well, thank you, Nelson. But I guess everybody had already said it all. But the only thing I'm saying here is, although the thing been happening over and over, for recording appointment back continuously, which is not actually necessary to do. But when you look at the other hand of it too, we are seeing the same thing unfolding in the past government and the previous, even the government before that. A lot of Liberians lie on their CV a lot. You understand? So especially when they're coming from here, this is Basco. I'm not just saying it about Georgia government. Even any government will have people, complaining about those things. But people coming from this, especially in the Western world, going back to Liberia to serve, most of them lie on their CV. So when some of those CV are placed in front of the president and he looking at it, it looks so good. But guess what? People know those people. When they leave and there's some of those appointments have been made, maybe the president gets some inside, justifications and clarity as to who this person actually is. And when they go down the line, sometimes they find out that, oh, this CV you look at, not just, they may not, the CV don't represent this guy. This CV is saying something different. Why, he actually something different. That's so that they made a recall. And the second thing might be, like I said the other day, because the topic this, I think this is the second time we discussing it. There are some people in the government, in the president office, that might not be doing their job. They're just bringing people
You
through
think
the
some people need to be fired? You think so?
Like I said the other day, yeah, and I repeat it again. Yes, if you see some mistake keep repeating itself continuously, like I said, it might be two-way. But you gotta look at it on the other side. Some people that are probably not doing that job, they need to be fired. You can't keep be bringing in front of the president people are not, qualified, and when they get to know, they already laid their path through the Senate. People are wasting their time on them to be fired at the edge. Because before you get to that point, that means there was something critique about you that what made you the appointed to that position. Now, for all to identify and verify and be like, oh, no. Although the president had those power to, to exercise his right and his power because it's within your domain, he can do that. He can appoint you today and fire you tomorrow. That means nothing.
Yeah, Mikael, one aspect of the debate, especially from the Grand Bassa County Senator, Senator Milton Lesonga Finley, and some other lawmakers today was that we use our time, our energy, resources, and everything to have confirmation hearings for those people. And we did that in line with our function, our duty, our responsibility as the first branch of government. So this is not something we should be giving attention to. We've had our confirmation hearing. We should proceed to either confirm or deny the individuals. When the people are confirmed, then they can go to the executive and go settle their issue there. Do you think that debate was something to buy into?
The vetting process at the Senate, it's sometimes, for me, it's kind of questionable. Because everybody that goes in that place just walk out with P&D and be qualified. Like how the whole thing is going on. How the whole vetting, because think about it though. The president is sending them there. And they got to do the proper vetting before the guy get to the seat. Because they got a right to tell the president their nomination, he can't get there because of what we found. But they're not finding nothing. It's the same group of people, it's the same executive office that coming back to recall some of the appointment. But think about it. We're not hearing a whole detail and the fact about why they do the recording. They're not telling us that, oh, listen, this person we found out that on their resume, they lie on it. Or there's certain thing about them that we did not hear previously. Now that we got the evidence and we know that's what we're calling the person. We're not hearing all that conversation.
Okay,
But
reasons
if
for the
they are
recall.
going through the Senate, then you want to tell me everybody that's sending the job,
Thank you.
solid, qualified, So the thing about it, why the commander responsible, that's why we put it all on the president because he the one appointing and firing. Although that he's right, like I said, the power within into me. But at the same time, there's some people in that office who not doing that job that they need to check again and see on the list whether some people can be fired or not.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. We want to go to the phone lines, but I saw your hand up, Vasco. You want to take 10
Yeah, I
seconds?
want to ask my brother one question. So you're trying to tell the people in radio land are listening to all, that they your rescue team, the people that are working in the president's office, they don't do verification. They can just look at you when you come, whatsoever you give them, they just take it and put it down and they give you the job. Because so they don't verify,
Let me answer
they
the
don't
question
do
now.
no background check on you, they just give you the job.
Let me answer
Because
your
you ready exposing the president's office?
My man, I'm not
So
in the
now-
president office. What I'm saying is what I'm thinking in my head. You understand?
But
Because
they play not play what you thinking in your head. They play we gotta discuss.
No, but Vasco, if you don't think in your head, how do you speak? How do you speak? If you don't think in your head.
Let me answer the question now. Vasco, if I appoint you, listen now, if I appoint you to take care of my children, every time I come from all my children laying all on the door crying, there's something going on here that I'm right.
That means I
gotta
already
beg
got
you.
the job out there working, right? But a
Yeah.
lot of people, they ain't get a job here. You hiring them. So you just put me in your hall. You don't even know me. You just take it for mama children.
But because I trusted you now. Now, if I
So how your rescue team looking?
But what I just said, they gotta do the best. They gotta.
And
look at
Miko, we have to go to the phone line.
Keep happening. Understand? If you realize that it's been happening to people,
101075 101075, and of course, and the WhatsApp number is on the screen. You can call via WhatsApp. You can call in now on 0555 101075. I'm trying to pull that number on now, and you can also make a call via WhatsApp. Make a contribution via WhatsApp on the show tonight, the late night show. Let's take our first call here. Hello, your name and where you call from?
Good morning, my brother Nelson.
Yeah, morning. Let's hear you.
My name is Usasu, calling from Commandant Peace Island.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Let me say thank you for the other guys I said. Let me say that a couple of things quickly. No, Vasco, you guys should not say that another thing that someone else read the Constitution around here. Article 54 gives the exclusive right to the president to nominate or to appoint or to dismiss. That's his constitutional right. If you follow the show last night, President Gu appeared on the show. He said, in fact, I was recommended by the Justice Minister. I saw my name. In fact, maybe that does some means. In fact, you know, I'm going to take a job. So I recommended to the president. I went there, then I got a mail about the way when I went to the Senate with my document. So I got to dismiss. So get that clear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because we close on the issue on the CBC issue. No, Bolu, we are kind of agreement that taking the message. The message is found that the messengers are the most dirty and worst people. Who is a card to say he will find a right group to go see all right. If you're still right, say 3 minutes brought to one minute under the case.
Yeah, the male lawmaker at the time, he was not a civil rights advocate. Now he's not a lawmaker again, so he's a civil rights advocate.
I can't agree with the chairman, who influence anything like care in the house of positions. That's a thing here.
Thank you.
Talks. The Grenada guy will care.
Exactly.
He knows me that right as
Thank you. Let's hold you there.
When you're chairman, he knows me right as
Thank you.
That's it. Pascal Pablo said that we really accepted here. His president is sensitive to drive us. Why do you think we take us on that?
Thank you. Let's hold you there and take another person. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from the WhatsApp line. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Nelson, thank you. My name is Thomas Kuhlman. I call from Upper Caldwell.
Okay.
I want to say hi to everybody on the show. So I listened to one of our brothers who were making some plans at how can a youthful generation vote in an old man who is of age. And I mean, I listened to him. So in the same vein, the way you said it, it's not bad. Well, have you thought on how can a youthful generation to vote a president who leveraged everything he had and only to make him president? Somebody who is not schooled to the letter. Can you compare you're talking about, you posting up today to that of the Senegal president? So now you come on the show and you make some assertions that will not help.
Thank you.
Because they made you want to talk for. Yes. So that point was not very necessary. On a serious note.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's take this person. Hello, your name and where you call from?
Good morning.
Morning. Let's hear you.
Well, now let me tell you something. The person has exclusive right to nominate and had a right to dismiss. The legislature also had the right to invite and confirm and that they are human right. But they cannot question the person's human right. They have a human right. The person can even be at the nomination, at the Senate, while the effort is going on, the person can even say another those they are not on that person. That person is right.
Thank you.
So each of them should do their work.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something. What do that driving they doing this thing? Let me tell you. Let me just say change. Let the government be completed to the best of government ever since the war.
Wow.
The government work. The government work. the president also do this thing, do that. They just forget about it. When president found out there's a mistake, he corrected the mistake right away.
Thank you.
What's happening?
Let's hold you there and take another person, sir. Hello, your name and where you call from?
Hi, Nelson.
Yeah, it's good to have you. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Well, my name is Vince.
Okay, Vince, please go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Vince Baxter. I'm calling from the Twin City. Yeah, I just want to come here a little bit on the Akara's Great Group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to talk a little about Akara's Great Group. You know, these guys, these guys, they are just after self-indictment. Self-indictment. You know, sometimes you can become enemy to yourself. And that's what these guys are doing.
So you think they're trying to indict themselves? You think so?
Yes, because these guys, look, I'm in support of Akara's Great Group. And if possible, sure.
Oh, wow. There's a delay there. Can you turn down the volume of the your TV and then maybe you can call back?
Yeah, hold on a little bit. Is it okay?
Okay, it's much better now. Wow. There's still
it's okay now?
Yeah, it's okay now. It's much better. Can you go ahead, sir?
Yeah, okay. What I want to say here, I think I'm in support of that group. And if possible, I will print placards and give it to people to join his group. That group will be one of the largest groups.
So do what?
We're going to have gifted. We got to cry for justice for Gifted Lama, for the missing boys, for even the EPS officer that was killed, the early student that was flogged.
No. But how can you use the man-own group? How can you use the man-own group to indict him now?
No, but we are crying for justice. You know these guys.
Exactly.
No, you know.
No, we are like support of the protest. It makes sense.
Okay.
And so we're going to support him. If they cause me to help people to be part of the protest, I'm going to do it.
Thank you, sir.
And one thing, let me tell you one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Since January 2nd, the number of comedians in Liberia has increased by 75%.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, they left power just less than 3 months. They are confused, taking out of their heads, come on the radio, turn to comedians and other things. I think we need to collect money and build more rehabs and more.
Okay. Thank you, sir. You gotta respect. You gotta respect our panelists on set. You may disagree with them.
I'm not talking about your panelists. I'm talking about confused people.
Okay, thank you.
So
thank you, sir.
I think we have to do something about them.
Thank you.
Vasco looking like a ghost. I think it's me on the ghost list. Most of them are ghosts.
No, we're not going there. We're not going there. You can come on the show.
I love that color.
Our panelist a ghost. No.
Vasco's not a ghost, he's a comedian.
Vasco, the man say you're new on the ghost list of payroll.
Hello, you live. Let's hear you.
Good morning, Nelson. How are you?
Yeah, morning. Let's hear you.
Fine. This is Godwin calling you from Pennsylvania.
Godwin, please go ahead.
Great discussion and great show. I want to agree with the previous caller that he will support a group, so join Akara's Great Group, so that we all can cry for justice for the auditors and the 2 missing boys. And I let the name that Akara Great gave his group. The Labrepo are angry and crying for justice. So I hope Akara Great will also put in his group that the auditors, those family of the dead auditors, are still crying for justice and they deserve justice.
Thank you.
We will support Akara Great. We will support his group, and we will call for justice for the auditors on the part of government. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you very much. Let's take another person here. Hello, your name and where you call from?
Good morning, Melvin.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Melvin, this is Daniel P from 540.
Daniel, let's hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, you see, my brother, the problem with the country here is that we are not fair to this country. You see, sometimes we always looking back. That's the reason why the country will not grow. We will not look ahead. We yesterday some wrong things were done, and then we condemn those things, and then we are come to power. As experienced people, we said we're going to do the right thing. But now we're there, we look at some wrong things going on, and then we're there, we're backing it. We will not tell our leaders the truth that this is what is going on. We all know, we always sitting on the platform there, we all know very well that there are some wrong things going on. But we're not talking because we supported the people, so we continue to back them. There are some things going on in the country. You see, they had the people, they started crying so like that. People cry so like that. And people talking about protesting, and let people there to condemn. You're not looking at the fact that in those things that the people saying, or you're looking at the individual that's talking because they were there yesterday, they didn't do the right thing, and then you are there today, and you're not doing it when they say this what happening. You're not looking at it.
So let me hear from you. What are some of the wrong things that are happening over the past 2 months, and that you think deserve some of these kinds of actions?
My brother, nothing. See how to cry for the Catholic judgment there for demolishing their homes. You know,
Okay, so the demolition exercise.
People come in this country and buy land.
So I'm coming now.
And lay by here. Why even developing it? Leaving here, go later elsewhere. People there to splash on the land. When you come, there should be some solution.
So I'm coming now. I'm coming. Yeah, Danny Wally, I'm coming. So for the demolition exercise, is there any reason why you should blame this administration? Did it start 2 months ago? Is it a process?
Government, my brother, government has the power. Every citizen in the country.
But do you know that it was the same government through the court?
Private case, government has to sort of intervene in a way that they will be able to settle things between that person and the citizen of the country.
Okay.
You should be able to settle everything between anybody. Anybody come against the people in the country.
Thank you.
There are some solutions against them. You can tell that man, no, this is what is happening. But that land, that land will not be developed. He's only looking for it to sell it over to someone, live on the man, to place on a store to that place there. And what people be thinking of that land. He had not been placing that land. He left from here for a long time.
Thank you. Let's wait there. Let's wait there and take the last two calls. Let's take the last two calls. Hello, your name and where you call from? Hello?
Hello, Nelson.
Yes, let's hear you, sir.
Yes, I'm from Binab calling from Katata City.
Okay, Mr. Bina, go ahead.
All right. Let me throw a leg on the nomination and withdrawal. I think our government can do that.
Okay.
Madam Salif, one time she appointed a late Bob Moran, who was former police director, and withdraw his appointment. I also remember Mr. Bobby Livingston, Councillor Bobby Livingston, after he was not councillor, after he was dismissed from NEC, in a certain time, he appointed him. He withdraw the nomination. So I don't know why people are taking President Boakai to be the worst one. Everybody can make a mistake, and later on, when they realize a mistake, they can correct it.
Thank you, sir.
And let me just talk about this. January people who are talking about simulation. Talking about government and the Supreme Court and the government, the government, and the Supreme Court said it. So let them know what to rest. Let me hear you, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So we have to wrap up now, and we are going to do our closing. Let's start from here. Vasco, Alfred, Mikawan, Francis, and then Emmy. Vasco, please unmute and just go ahead, sir.
Okay. I mean, it was a great show. You know, for me, I expect it because I know majority of the people, majority of the callers, they will always come at me because someone who's saying the fact or saying the truth, people always go against you. So I expect it. That's the reason why I'm here. But I will always say this, that the rescue government is proceeding wrongly. We are almost approaching 100 days, and there is nothing they have achieved. Nothing they can show. The only things I'm looking at in this country, Liberia right now, is disaster. Citizens are crying. Citizens are angry. People cannot even sleep in peace. Because once you go to bed at night, you cannot sleep because of the heat. That is even terrible. So we are praying that they will do the right thing so our people can have a better life. Because this is the reason the people took us from power. So every one of you come here, as soon as I speak, I like what Nelson did. Let me be the first. So now that while I'm speaking, all of you going to come to me and lead the issue. So I'll be always pray for Nelson to make me to be the first to be speaking, so you can leave the issue that affecting the Liberian people and come after me or come to George Weah. George Weah shouldn't be anybody mouth anymore. George Weah is former president. You call it to you people, George Weah never performed, damage the whole country. That's the reason why the people elected you guys. What we expect you to do, don't be like us. You say us were doing for praise and worshiping our president. But now you praise and worshiping every bad thing that's happening in the United Party government. So you different from us. You guys even worse than us.
Thank you. Thank you. Nikon, please go ahead.
Y'all come for me.
Well, it's been a good show.
Why you worried? Nobody coming.
Thank you, everyone on here. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Nelson, for always coming here late night. I know it's 4 o'clock in Liberia. Thank you so much. It's been a great show. But one of the callers said the right thing. I think we're talking, we didn't mention it. But the moment that Akala's greater than that for me, it's a very great movement. We need to all join that movement to go find justice for the people that died during their time. For real. I mean, that man said it all. So that movement, I think we all need to put hands together to uplift the movement so it can be something that amount to something. So I did a second answer some of those questions as to what happened to those people, family, and all that during their regime. But like I always say, we come here to uplift Liberia. I guess all of our goal on this platform is for Liberia to be a better country, a better place for all of us, for our unborn children and our future generations. So I think our goal here is we all should be fighting for the same thing, no matter what direction we're coming from or where we're going, where we're heading. But our goal should be the same reason: Liberia to be a better country, a better place for everyone. My brother, I'm not coming for you. We here talking, everybody can hear. I got nothing to say about you. You defending what you defending for me, not relevant to me. I want you to defend what is good for Liberian people, So that way I will end tonight. Thank you, Nelson.
Thank you. Alfred?
Nelson, please highlight link comments.
No.
Okay,
No.
while Nelson is doing that, let me
While I'm doing what? Please make a point.
Why are you highlighting the comments?
Why are you highlighting the comment? Let me say this.
So tonight is no highlighting day.
Okay. But Nelson, let's be serious here. Do you know why in America, Americans refer to Franklin Roosevelt as one of their greatest presidents? Do you know why?
So Alfred,
hold on.
Alfred, let me just tell Alfred coming graduate.
Hold on.
After be graduating, I want to make the announcement.
Okay, no, wait a minute. Nobody interrupted me. That's not relevant. I mean,
Anyway, conclude. Alfred, conclude.
You're making the losers start.
Yeah, man. But trust me, I'm on point tonight. You can't distract me. Trust me. You don't have the ability to distract me, my brother.
No. Because the thing is, Lee Kuan Yew is going to be very mad at you. You left Lee Kuan Yew, you went to Martin Luther King, now you're going to Franklin Roosevelt. You know, anyway.
Now, see, I love to. These are my inspirational leaders. So I love to draw analogy from some of the greatest things that they did when they were presidents, right? To kind of link Liberia and put Joseph Nyuma Boakai in a space where he has no option but to deliver for the Liberian people. That's why I made him. I asked the question: do you know why the American people refer to Franklin D. Roosevelt as one of their greatest presidents? This country, before the 1930s, was a sports system. So as a result of the 1930s, when you have the Great Depression, people lose everything. They lost everything because of massive corruption in every facet of the American society. It took a man like Franklin Roosevelt, when you have a great war fighting in the world, World War II. In fact, the World War I had just ended a few years before he came to power. And he said to himself, we have to liberate this country. And he keep up with a mantra called the New Deal. The New Deal for America liberated America from massive corruption, from bad governance. And today, Americans can reflect and say, yes, we have one of our greatest leaders who rose and made the country to where it is. Mr. Joseph Nyuma Boakai has a lot of experience when it comes to governance in Liberia. He knows the corruption that Liberian people are used to because he's been in that society. And now one person can raise their hand up to say Joseph Nyuma Boakai has been corrupt in his last 40 years, quote unquote, that Vasco then can be claiming that he was 40 years in government, right? No one can put a hand on that Mr. Boakai has been corrupt in any place that he was appointed. So Mr. Boakai has no option. He's not looking for political relevance. He already in a position to do right by the Liberian people. So, like I always say again, I will remind Mr. Boakai that he has a stake to liberate this country, whether it is in education, and Mr. Boakai can leave this country and build a solid foundation in every agenda. Let's say, for example, road. If Mr. Boakai can leave, the Liberians can remember him for road construction, posterity with Georgie. If Mr. Boakai can leave and leave a legacy in education, which is the greatest asset in any country, the human resource capacity to build our people, that will be a legacy that posterity will judge. So for us, we are not here to come and sit down here and be pinpointing. We are here to tell Mr. Boakai, to ask him a question. If J.J. Rawa was alive today, after 175 years of massive corruption and looting of our country, what will you say to him? What will you say to him? As president of Bureau, I'd like to stop over there for tonight. Thank you so much.
Please answer that question.
Vasco, why do you keep muting and unmuting? Guys, we have to go. You know, that your hand you carry in front of the camera, distracting the guy. You know, Alfred was trying to learn. But anyway, let's hear your closing, and then Emmy will take us home.
I mean, it was another good night to talk to our people in Liberia and around the world. I mean, we just got to, sometimes ignore the noise in the market. Because, people say when you mind the noise in the market, you're not bad. So that's the same thing. Like I said a few shows back, CDC was not prepared to be opposition right now. They were prepared. They thought it would be done in 2029, but they got surprised. The Liberian people get in with me and kick them out. And now they are running all over the place looking for relevance. So we should expect that. They will come out, they will do all kinds of things. Yes, we'll all sit here and we'll hold President Boakai feet to the fire. Because I can't remember the last time any of these citizens were talking, say anything that CDC did wrong. Nothing. CDC did nothing wrong in 6 years. But President Boakai is burning down the country in 2 months. When the same infrastructure that are burning now were built, some of them were built during the last administration. You know, the same issue that's going on right now at Caddy Junction, where they are breaking down people's houses. The Supreme Court granted that man his land under the last administration. So why didn't that president stop the Supreme Court from granting the man his own property? And now the man is reclaiming his land now. They want to say, oh, look at what President Barker doing. Yeah, it's sad. Because this is affecting thousands of people, the president will hope that he can step in and ask and beg the man, appeal to him for extension. But there's nothing anybody can do. That's the main land. You can't go and build on somebody's land or squat on somebody's land. That's denying that person, that children's future. Because that man that own that land too, he has family. He want to build a legacy for his family. He gets less sympathy and see his interest. So, I mean, we are all sad because we're all Liberian. We don't want to see kids, babies, or folks in the street. But it's somebody's property. We'll keep close eye on this administration. We're going to know it can do better and it will do better for our people. And after these 6 years, Liberia will be better. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis. Emmy?
Yes, sir. So, yeah. Thank you, guys. Great show. You guys said it all. But, you know, the land issue, right? Nothing I told you before to get somebody in here so we can talk about this land issue. Because it's something that affected most of us in the diaspora. And this guy that called, he used to remark, oh, they buy land here, they leave it and go over there, then develop it, then do that one yet. These are the problem. And then he had the audacity to call here and say that people biking wrong. And that's why our country is doing like that. How dare you come in and tell someone that they bought that land, they left it there, and then you come in here telling them when to do because they didn't develop it, so somebody had the right to go and squat on it or build on it and do whatever on it. You're right. The mentality like yours is what got this country the way it is now. And then when they're trying to do the right thing through the court, you condemning it. You said somebody, when we're talking about it, then you said somebody backing wrong. What is wrong with you? I mean, you and us on the show here, who backing wrong? These are the things we're talking about, Nelson. And this thing is a big issue. And I think that it's sad that these people are going through this now, and I know this thing has been a long time coming, but I think this land issue, we really need to put like a spotlight on it because it's affecting a lot of people, and there has to be something done about this. With these land sellers, they have to start holding them accountable, imprisoning them with fines, paying these people, they're double selling or whatever, they're paying these people money back with fine and everything. Then this nonsense will stop. Until then, I'm pretty sure the people that sold the land to some of those people, they are free. They eat the money and they're enjoying their life. They're going by their business, right? Who feeling it? These people that they did a second selling to. So these so-called land sellers, they need to stop paying some prices for these things to stop. That's what people in Liberia need to be advocating for instead of talking about somebody buy their land and telling them, oh, they will not develop that land. They can do whatever they want to do with that land. It was that money that buy it, mister. It wasn't your money. It wasn't anybody's money. They didn't buy it for charity. Okay? If people who has the people who did the wrong thing, it was whoever sold it to them, or if they just got up and went on there to go build on somebody's land that wasn't theirs. But the people who has that land, they have right to reclaim it. They have the right to, even if they want to sell it to the door, that's their property. They have the right to do that. The only thing you could have said was, and you don't even know if the government intervened or if the government, the president even know about it. But you just come in all of a sudden, you start blaming. The president is not an octopus. The president is not a spirit. The president is a human being like you. He's not everywhere. Until a problem can be brought to him, he doesn't know about it. And when he's seeing it now, that's when he knows something's going on. It wasn't handled by the court. It wasn't handled by the executive. So some of you need to change your mindset, and then this control will move forward. So if you say that people backing wrong all the time about making this country the way it is, you are right. People like you need to change that mindset, and you need to do right from now on. And these land sellers needs to be held accountable for this thing to stop in our country, for poor people, innocent people to start suffering. And some of us here, we leave our land and we buy it looking for money to go do something. And before you know, somebody else go there and they tell me, oh, the people not coming. It doesn't matter if I'm coming or not. If it's not your land or you already sold it and you already ate the money, it doesn't matter what the person did with that land, do with that land. It's none of your business for you to take it and go and resell it to anybody else and put people in their shenanigans. Thank you, Nelson.
So, guys, I want to say thanks to everyone, and we look forward to being here tomorrow. Thank you, Mikael. Thank you, Vasco. Thank you, Alfred Konawa. Thank you to our brother, Francis Javate, and Emmy. Thanks for being here tonight. We look forward to having a great show tomorrow.
Don't mind me. You just put me in too late.
Okay, guys. Good night, and let's hope we can have a great show tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan Turner with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.